And I had talked to him that day.
Okay.
So in the process,
what did you say to him that day?
I don't really remember. I just used to call him a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was on my way to New Orleans. I think he had bought me some shoes for Thanksgiving. You know, it was like regular stuff. So we was packing up. I don't remember if we had left already. I think we was in the car. And my mama was on the phone just was blowing up. You know what I'm saying? And she like this is my mama, this is my best friend. Like she just told me like, your daddy got shot. You know?
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
I'm gonna ask you about. I want to take it back a notch because I remember when we spoke with Project Barbie, it was more about like the day when your father passed away.
Yeah.
Were you even in New Orleans then?
I went to New Orleans that day. It was Thanksgiving Eve.
Just take us back down through that day and kind of how it unfolded. Just the time, because she gave us a story of how she actually seen your dad laying, in front of the house when all this happened.
He had been shot. So, my brother been shot before. So, we like, okay, he been shot. Is he okay? They was like, we don't know. It's really bad this time. And, so all I remember is my mom running down the street by my auntie house to run to the scene. And we end up going there before her. It was me and my cousin. We ended up driving up before her because we had to let her know because she didn't want to go at that time. So we ended up going before her. And
everything was still there?
Everything, everything, because it just had happened. Like, it didn't just happen. You made it there
before the police did?
The police were there.
Okay.
They were there. The crime people were there. And all you could see was him laying next to the steps. And
they didn't even cover him up or nothing?
No, so it was like, like I said, it was still, the coroners hadn't came or anything. Right. So we was like, well, is he still alive? And I remember clearly, they was like, no. And all we could do was just stand there. Because, you never think that people are, you never think.
Here one day and then you're gone.
Then you're gone the next.
But for you, it's going to be a different psyche because you wasn't actually there, were you? But no. just that day, just the people and how they approach you about it, being that your dad was such a big figure, you know what I mean? Just what happened that day? How did they even tell you about it? Because you was 8, you was old enough to know,
So we was packing up. We was on our way to New Orleans for Thanksgiving. Mississippi, where we stayed at, was like an hour and 15 minutes. It wasn't really an extremely long drive. And I had talked to him that day.
Okay.
So in the process,
what did you say to him that day?
I don't really remember. I just used to call him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I was on my way to New Orleans. I think he had bought me some shoes for Thanksgiving. It was like regular stuff. So we was packing up. I don't remember if we had left already. I think we was in the car. And my mama was on the phone just was blowing up. You know what I'm saying? And she like this is my mama, this is my best friend. Like she just told me like, your daddy got shot. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't know he died. Like my daddy got shot before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people used to always tell me like, yeah, your daddy got shot.
So he didn't really shake you.
It shook me because my daddy got shot.
But you feel like he might have made it through.
So we on our way to New Orleans, and then it just went to blasting on the internet, on the radio. It wasn't no internet. It went to blasting on the radio.
That he passed.
Yeah, that he had passed.
How did you feel hearing it on the radio?
I cried, but I didn't really I can't really reflect back on the exact emotions. Did you block
it out as much as you could after growing up in pain?
I blocked it out as much as I could, but it really affected me in the most crucial times where I needed a father. It wasn't really mainly about.
That's real.
It wasn't really mainly about him being Soulja Slim, because actually I didn't understand that in the beginning anyway. That didn't even matter to me. You know what I'm saying?
Most children don't.
Yeah, my dad was a regular person. He was a regular person.
Of course.
And I done did concerts with him, major concerts. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a studio with him, but he just was a regular person. He was doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? I know he liked to eat a lot of candy. You feel me? I know he thought he knew how to cook, but he really couldn't cook. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, bro, I don't want this. Take me to McDonald's. And he used to be like, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. I know you don't want this. I'm gonna take you to McDonald's.
Wow, that's dope. But
his favorite movie was Crime Partners.
Okay.
You feel me? Like I remember like right before he died, probably like a month before he died, he was sick. He had a real bad, I don't know if he had a cold, he had a flu, but he was inside, he was taking medicine, and he had to watch me. You know what I'm saying? So we was just in the house, we were watching movies, and he was like, my favorite movie. You know, on Crime Partners, the dark skinned dude, he got burnt. You know what I'm saying? He got dying laughing like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.